you're ready for another super productive day. Today we're upgrading this cow farm and we're building a slime farm. Just a couple of things. I installed Optifine because I heard it makes the game run better. So if the grass looks weird or if you see torches making light when they're not placed, it's that. It's not a mod, it's just a way to make the experience a little bit better. So I'm gonna build up this cow farm and I'll show you the progress I made off camera for the slime farm in preparation for this episode. So this is the area I hollowed out off camera. Just very boring to do that, and it took quite a long time because it's 4 slime chunks directly next to each other. It's quite a ways away from the base, so it's a bit of a hassle getting here, but I think if we have 2 or 3 good AFK sections, we'll be set. I went online to find these slime chunks and I chose this area specifically because it was close enough, and we have more slime chunks around us if we need to expand. So I'm going to use NEM bombs designed for a slime farm, and I'm just going to replicate it 4 times and take all of the resources to a central location. I feel like that's the hardest way to do it. That way we don't have to go any higher because we have the area horizontally and not vertically. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to time-lapse me building 1 or 2 of these quadrants, and then I'll do the rest off camera, and then we can get to upgrading our car. And just like that, we sit with the slime farm. I added some iron golems to attract the slimes from this platform to the water stream, and then they will get moved on and then aggro to this one, and then they'll move to these blocks. I lit up some of these caves. I didn't find all of them, but for now the efficiency would be fine. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to AFK for about an hour, and then we're going to check the rates just to see if everything works. Otherwise that's a lot of time wasted. So I'm gonna AFK for an hour, and then I'll see you guys back at the cow farm. Well, first we'll check the rates, and then we'll see you guys at the cow farm and we'll upgrade that. And this concludes the hour mining session that we had planned, and look at that. I absolutely love these rates. This means we can now go ahead and start making sticky pistons. So I have a plan. Before I start building my new base, I really want to get some automatic farms up and going so I can AFK, get resources, and just start building. So all of the things I've been doing have been planned. So the goal is a tree farm so I can automate wood, then a cobblestone farm so I can automate that. So everything we've done till this far has been towards that goal. We have fuel, and I'm going to make a super smelter in due time because we really need that. I have 2 furnaces at the moment, and that's really not working. So we're going to make a super furnace, and then we're going to make a tree farm, and that's going to make gathering resources a lot easier. So I just have to gather like sand or glass, and cobblestone will be sorted out and just craft, and that's the plan. It really makes it for a better viewing experience for you guys. So now that the slime farm is done, we can start working on the tree farm, but now we have the cow farm to go. I saw a video of another cow farm that I really liked. The cows were split into two. So you would have your growed cows stand on this one, and you would have a dispenser dispensing water, and they would lift up. Then you would breed them, and the baby, when you turn off the dispenser, the baby cows would fall to these sides. You would have them in two, and then you would have dispensers here and here with lava in them. So then you would trigger it, and the cows would die, and that would cook the beef and everything. And I feel like that's a very effective change to this one, because now I feed the cows, they die, and then I have to go and cook the meat by myself. Here, the entire system is automated, and it fits into basically the same space, just a little bit more. And we might do, I think we might do 4, but then we need a very good supply of wheat, and that's not a problem. We have a good farm there. Not the best, but it's enough for the cow farm. So for now, we need to find a way to transfer these cows to the other farm, and that's not going to be easy, but we can do it. And then we need to start setting up this cow farm. I feel like that's another time lapse, because this is going to be a very interesting design, and I think we have all the materials we need, so we can get started on that and finish this cow farm, and then we can start looking at where we want to start with this tree farm, because the sooner we get that done, the sooner we can start building our better base, because I think that's time, because we don't have space. All of these chests are filled up. Look at that. And I really want to build a storage system, but I don't want to commit to one if I don't have the base. So, cow farm, plot for tree farm, and I think that's going to be the goal for the rest of this episode. I feel like this is a good time to show you what Optifine does. I have a torch in my hand, and as you can see, it lights up wherever I go. If I remove the torch from my hand, you see it's gone. I just think that's a very cool feature of Optifine. As you can see in my inventory, I did the necessary planning for all of the resources that we're going to need for this cow farm. We just don't need the magma blocks and so many logs, because we're going to use lava and we don't want anything burning. But we have the cows, we have the resources, we have everything. All we have to do now is build this farm and get ready. And as you guys can now see, we have cows. Still manual, we have to burn them, but it's better than, we can feed them, we can spread them, we can wait a little bit, do a little bit of farming, building, and bam! Dead. Cooked beef, all of them going to this singular chest. I think we're on the last feeding now. What I did was, I got the cows in, and I'm gonna feed them till they start dying. And then I'm going to open the trap doors to get the babies out. Then I know I have the maximum amount of cows, so the maximum amount of beef. So let's see. I think, oh, there we go. We have the maximum amount of cows now. So I'm going to open up these trapdoors, well, these levers, and I'm going to, oh shit. Oh no. Crisis averted. I just had to fill in one block, and as you can see, we already start getting cows over there. Let's just feed them some more now. And see if the cows go to the other one as well. Baby cows. Yes. So we have a working system. Now all I need to do is go through this process one more time with all of these, and then just wait for the babies to grow up. And now we have baby cows in each of these. Some of the cows died. I don't think... No, nothing dropped. So all we gotta do now is wait for them to grow up. I think I'm gonna give it about... I don't know how long cows take. I'm gonna give it about... Yeah, that's quite a big area. But that's for next episode. For now, I think we get to kill these cows. I think all of them are grown up. So this would be a very good first test. The good thing about these observers are the button clicks and it updates, and the moment it stops clicking, it updates. So the larva doesn't stay there, so we lose 0 of the items. I'm just going to give it some time so that everything can go through the hoppers and into the chest. And then we can check the rates. I removed the skeleton of the old one just to make space because it was here. Yeah, this tree farm is going to be massive. So I have 2 things that I need to consider. Number 1 is bone meal. So I can either go out and look for a skeleton spawner, and before I build this tree farm, build up a skeleton farm and then build a tree farm close to that. Then we have a constant supply of bone meal. The other option is I build a big farm and I take all of the output and I put it through composters, because they make bone meal as well. But that's a very slow process, so I'm going to need quite a big farm to do that. So I think I'm going to think about that and decide. But for now, this is the space that I allocated for this tree farm. And by the next episode, we'll have a plan. Yeah, let's check these rates. Now that's what you like to see. The raw beef. I think the raw beef is from when we bred up these cows before we opened the trapdoors. They died. I think that's the reason we have raw beef. But look at this. 60 steak. Boom. Just done. All of our food needs. We just breed these cows, wait for them to grow, and then we have food. We're going up. We're going up. Things are getting better. And this iron farm keeps running in the background. We might have to expand the storage. No, we're still fine. That's a lot of iron. See, I'm going to need a lot of hoppers. That's why I built that iron farm, and I used a lot of hoppers here. See, so everything works in order. I have a plan. For now, I took half of the output that we get from the kelp farm, just as a test to see what we can get out of a composter. I think I put 3.5 stacks of kelp in 2 of the composters, right? So out of 3.5 stacks, we got 9 bone meal. Yeah, that's definitely not gonna work. That's crazy. And well, this one's almost full, but let's just check. Will 2 do it? Doesn't even make a difference. That's crazy. We're gonna have such a big farm. Well, I might be able to convert this entire area into a kelp farm and then feed half of that output into composters. That's another option, because we need a lot of bone meal. This tree farm is going to take a lot of bone meal. So yeah, I'm going to have to go around and think about it and make a plan. Otherwise, I'm going to try and see if I can find a skeleton spawner. If we can, then that's option number 1. But for now, we have a slime farm. We have a cow farm that is actually pretty decent. And we have the beginnings of our tree farm. I think that's the plan for the next episode. Either this or the skeleton spawner. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.